LSU actually lost to Texas A&M over the weekend as well. So TCU and USC will likely be 3 and 4 in some order. They still have their conference championship games. If one of them loses, TCU is scheduled to play Kansas State. They beat them by 10 at home earlier. USC plays Utah, who's the only team to beat them. If one of those teams loses, do you think the Buckeyes are the fourth team, if you will?
I think for the first time all season, the college football playoff ranking show on Tuesday matters to Ohio State. Because before, it's like, just keep winning and you're in, just keep winning and you're in. That's not the case anymore. Obviously, they no longer control their own destiny. I think TCU might get in regardless. We'll see, though. I think we're going to learn a lot, though. If Ohio State is 5, then there's yes to a lot of the questions you just asked. If somehow Bama sneaks up there and they're 5, which I think fans would probably burn down the entire SEC if that happened, then you're probably out of it. But I do think there is a world where Ohio State's only loss this season is to the number 3 team in the country when both of them were 11-0. And I've been saying this, if this game happens this upcoming Saturday where it's a year from now and there's no division, so Ohio State and Michigan are playing in the Big Ten championship game, then it's no different than the Alabama-Georgia game last year. They both get in because they're 11-0 and one team's just a higher seed. But I do think all Ohio State fans are going to be Utah fans on Saturday because that's their best bet. Because then it's a USC team who is a 2-loss non-champ versus who's lost to the same team twice versus an Ohio State 1 loss, and it's only against the number 3 team in the country where you've been habitually in the top 4 all season long. So if Ohio State really wants to, the best scenario is USC loses on Saturday. Anything other than that, you're leaving it up to thin air and you're leaving it up to the football gods that maybe, the committee has not been so high on TCU overall. They just had to keep moving them up because they were undefeated. But, it's funny. On January 1st, you're rooting against Utah because Ohio State's playing them in a Rose Bowl. And now here we are 12 months later. It's go Utes if you're an Ohio State fan because that's your best bet probably.